Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here with me, Melissa Moonbeam. Today is December 14th, and in 4 days, on December 18th, we'll be having a full moon in Gemini. Gemini is associated to the Lover's card in Tarot and is an air energy. So I believe there's going to be revelation. There's going to be information that's going to be illuminated over the next month. So right now we're being guided to reflect on this past year. And as you all know, like people are setting New Year's resolutions. To me, I'm always setting intentions. So I'm always, trying to be the best version of myself and making wise decisions and all of this. So as far as New Year's intent or New Year's resolutions, they're nice because it's like it gets you excited. It gives you that motivation, and like a new year is like a fresh start. So I encourage you all to do that. Also, just like asking yourselves, what do I need to release? What am I still holding on to? These are some of the energies, or these are some of the questions that we're being guided to ask ourselves. So I'm going to get into this reading. I'm excited to share with you all my new decks. So the first deck that I am going to be showing you is the Heaven and Earth Tarot by Jack Seffi Roth and Jamie Elford. I'm going to put that in the bio. And then here, this one's called Heavenly Bodies Astrology by Lily Ashwell. I love these cards. Okay, so this is for twin flames. What are the overall energies surrounding the twin flame collective? Judgment. This is what's happening. There's been, if you've been on this journey for a long time and you've been changing and evolving and your twin isn't, this is Spirit saying it's time for you to make a decision. It's time for you to decide whether or not you want to keep mentally, emotionally investing your energy into the possibility of reconciling with your twin. This is you learning the lessons. This is Spirit saying congratulations. You become more confident, self-assured. You're stronger than ever before. You've been working your ass off. You've been very dedicated to your spiritual development. And because of this, you're stronger than ever. And you're wanting to have a new, you're preparing to create a new story. You have a new vision. Because before, the feminine was unbalanced. So when the feminine energies are unbalanced, they're manipulative, needy, insecure, unreceptive, controlling. I have it actually wrote down here. They seek external validation. They feel they need to prove their worth. They're desperate, inauthentic, jealous, resentful, untrusting. So that's what the feminine was experiencing. And now that the feminine has had this time to work on themselves and go through this process, they're beginning to understand where they stand. And as I was saying that, the Empress card presented herself. So the Empress is the divine feminine energies. The feminine is no longer willing to pretend. The feminine is preparing. All of this energy has been bottling up for a long time. And what is the feminine being guided to do with this energy? Yes, life's purpose. Stop investing your energy into your twin. If your twin is refusing, you need to stop giving. And that's what's happening. And so when I asked about the Empress, this is what I received. The High Priestess. How much more are you willing to endure? This is about you. This is about your journey. And you deserve to have a relationship with someone that is fulfilling. Someone who's committed, who's dedicated. And if the masculine is unable to reach you or align with that which you've become, then it's a matter of you making the decision, do I want to continue staying in this dynamic, or do I want to move towards the future? So leaving the emotional pain in the past and gathering your strength and your confidence. Shifting your focus. So basically, what I'm not saying that you're just going to be like, you're just gonna, you're still gonna have feelings, you're still gonna love them, you're still gonna care for them, but you're not gonna be taking on the burden, okay? So this was the burden. You were, the masculine wasn't acting with integrity. And, they were wanting these third parties, and they were breadcrumbing, and they were, giving you just enough to keep you hanging, but they weren't actually giving you what you deserve, what you want. And because of this, you kept suffering. It was holding on, you were holding on to this pain, and it was preventing you from, it just kept injury upon injury upon injury. And now Spirit is saying enough is enough, right? You're no longer willing to accept a third party. You know what you want. You want a partnership. You're no longer going to invest your energy, time, and attention into the masculine. If they don't want to be with you, they want to go in the opposite direction, let them, right? Because you have a vision. And this is your decision. You are the High Priestess. You are the Empress. Stop suppressing yourself. Some of you have been doing the work, and you're getting it, and you're coming out on top. And you're like, yeah, I've done it. I'm ready. I'm ready for the future. I know that I'm going to have everything and more. Success is assured. But it's just a matter of going through the final stages, the final grieving. Keep working. Be diligent. Keep focusing on your soul's purpose. the suffering, the pain, the anguish, the disappointment, it only can remain active in your vibration if you keep thinking about it. You can choose to leave this in the past. You can choose to, you can choose to step forward and take these 2 cups, because you still have, you're still going to get what you want. And maybe it won't be with your twin, but it will be with someone who's in resonance, who's in alignment with this person that you've become. You're no longer weak. You never were. You never were weak, but you thought you were because you kept being rejected. Right? So it's like, well, I'm not good enough. So then because you felt that you weren't good enough, it's like you keep telling yourself that same story. And you kept letting them return. You were the one focused on this relationship. Meanwhile, they were in another relationship. But that's also part of, this is one of the dynamics within the Twin Flame Collective. So that had to happen so that you can understand what it's like to be rejected. And then you can gather the strength to walk away and choose a new direction. This is so that you can have a new beginning, a new creative idea, passion. And you have a lot of passion, but you haven't, you've been, so it's like, okay, you can keep doing this. You can keep taking all this energy, investing it into your twin, or you can gather this passion, this love, this devotion, because you want a commitment and you deserve it. So here we have all of this feminine energy. This is all about the feminine rising. So here, the High Priestess, your spiritual growth and development, the Empress, divine feminine rising, the Queen of Pentacles, solid foundation with self, the Queen of Wands, passion, creative pursuits, the Princess of Cups, this is a new deck, so the Princess of Cups is different. This deck's a little bit different than my other deck. Let me see what I see for imagery. So before, you were just like, you didn't always act with grace. Sometimes your temper, sometimes this fire resulted in you taking a less than ideal approach, but that's okay, because that was part of the lesson. And it's also part of you forgiving yourself for you behaving that way. Because here I'm seeing this dove. Hope. There's no masculine energy here. There's no, I'm not seeing any masculine energy. This is all about the divine feminine rising. A new beginning. This is what this is about. A whole new outlook. A whole new vision. So this is your, well, the mental isn't there. Because for a long time you've been in your mind. So the card, this is the 3 aces. And the only ace that's not, the ace that's missing is the Ace of Swords. But the Ace of Swords is this energy, the sword energy is connected to your mind. So you just kept thinking and thinking and thinking. And then it just caused all the suffering. But now you're realizing that it's like, you don't have to figure it out. You don't have to know. You don't have to understand. You just have to set the intention, take action, and be diligent, and don't look back. Know your worth, and slowly but surely you're going to become stronger. So this is having a whole new outlook, a whole new approach. So this is your emotional fulfillment, physical groundedness, and creation, passion, spirituality. So this is you taking everything that you've learned thus far and taking it and taking it and looking towards the future. Because you've accumulated all this power. And you will be blessed with partnership. You already have been. You've been blessed with the most important partner that you'll ever have in your entire life. And that's the partnership that you have with yourself. And I keep being drawn to the Queen of Wands. You're a go-getter. You have so much to give. People admire you. Okay, one final card. What else for the feminine? Anything else, Spirit? Here we go. This is gonna, ultimately, this is gonna be a wake-up call for the masculine. Your person. They know that you mean business and that you're no longer going to tolerate it. And whether or not that you ultimately come together, that's everyone's situation is going to be different. But now that you've shifted your focus, the energy with your twin is also shifting. And depending on where they're at in their spiritual growth, there is a possibility of coming together and having a committed relationship. But before this to happen, the masculine has to walk away from the previous situation, the previous beliefs. Like they have to just welcome a whole new beginning. And this is because the feminine was like, enough is enough. I've gone above and beyond. I've tried everything, but the only thing that you didn't try, and that's what you finally realized, is it's about letting go. That's the ultimate goal. It's to let go. So I'm going to show you here. This is my imagery whenever there's only one way to let go. So I have two hands that allow me to maneuver, that allow me to function on a day-to-day basis. And in order for me to be able to function fully, I'm going to need to have access to this hand. I'm going to have to let this go because I need to function. I need to be able to use my hand to do other things. But if I keep holding on to this card, I'm not going to be able to do that. So there's only one way to let go. There's only one way to let go. So this is when you let go, that's when everything comes in. That's when you receive your blessings. So for some twins, they will be entering into union. And this is the card here. And then here on the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups. This is the king coming through and making a love offering. But it's all about surrender, turning it over, acceptance, final judgment, making a decision, sticking to it, no longer wavering, no longer, making excuses or daydreaming or wondering or hoping or praying. It's ultimate acceptance. Ultimate. Here we go. Divine Feminine rising. Yeah. I am the Divine Feminine. Yeah, because you kept getting tempted. And the masculine wasn't they weren't being held accountable. You were allowing them to behave that way by partaking in a third-party relationship. So you had your part to play. And so here, this is talking about the third party. And then here, the loss. So the 3. And so here is them being shady. And all the pain. And because you did the work and you decided to leave this dynamic in the past, this is when the energy shifts. And then this is when you have a romantic, a commitment, somebody coming in, somebody new, or your twin. But this is only because you've decided I'm the Divine Feminine. I made this decision. I choose me. I choose my happiness, my well-being, and I'm no longer going to partake in a third party, whether it be physically or mentally. Right here, Divine Feminine rising. I am the Divine Feminine. I am compassionate, wise, nurturing, considerate, empathetic, patient, kind, caring, understanding, intuitive, receptive. I deserve to be with a masculine who is a natural leader, who prides himself on being the provider and protector. Someone who's self-disciplined, reliable, ambitious, trustworthy, loyal, and highly respected by their family members, friends, co-workers, and myself. So let me know if this reading resonates with you, and we'll talk to you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.